right here.
Oh, did I yell in
When I
there?
met him we were at the Crown Plaza 6 months ago. We were doing a meeting, and Joe walked in very, very slowly. He was very gaunt looking. He was very emaciated. He had very gray skin. His cheeks were very hollowed out. I can't even over-exaggerate how not well you were. I did not know what was wrong with him. He and his wife, Nella, where's Nella? Here she is in the back. Nella, that's okay. Sorry, Nella. They came in, and I did my presentation. His cousin, we're going to cut it down tonight just because we're running over. So his cousin Gino, is Gino here? Yep. I can't keep track of him. There he is. Gino gets a lot of credit. Gino knew that Joe was not well. I'm going to let Joe kind of rattle off what was going on with him and his body. But Joe resisted coming, had tried everything, had been through natural products and you name it, and he was at a point where he wanted to go home to be with the Lord, and that's his story, and I'll let you tell that. What I was excited to hear was that Gino did the Italian thing, the good Italian thing, and said, I'm going to throw you over my back, and I'm going to drag you down to the meeting because you got nothing to lose. All right, guys, so you're coming. And he did. And at the end of the night, we had the pleasure of meeting Joe and Nella, and we sat with them, and I had tears in my eyes when I heard a story, and I said, these products are going to change your life. I actually didn't know how rapid his life had changed. We all didn't know. Kathy Schomburg said last night she can't believe every time she sees Joe how much better he looks. So tell us a little bit. I'm just going to interview style. Just list all of the things you had going on in your body when we met you.
I've had 3 major back operations. 5, 4, and 3. They all cracked. The last one cracked in 4 pieces, stuck in my nerve, and it caused some damage in my leg. I've also had total hip replacement left side. My major ones is I had 20 inches of my intestines taken out. I have Crohn's disease. You're all familiar with Crohn's disease? Okay, I also was diagnosed with MS 6 years ago. And I had my gallbladder taken out through hernia operations. Anyways, I was just riddled with pain and you name it, I had it. And blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, pre-diabetes. But what happened is my Crohn's really stopped my life. I just started, whatever I put in my mouth, whatever I ate, whatever I drank, it would just go through me. So I went from 200 pounds down to 140 pounds. And when I was going to see my physician, he was just like shocked to see me. And what he said was, you know, you're dying. I said, you're done. I said, I have no life. I said, what can I tell you? I said, I'm not taking any more Acetone, Vantazza, prednisone, you know, for the Crohn's. I said, it's doing me more damage than good. And he says, well, your body is speeding up itself. And sooner or later, you're not going to wake up because your organs are going to fail. And he says, you need to do something about this. I said, I tried everything I can try. I said, there's nothing more to try. This is probably my time to go home. I said, I don't know what to say. And anyways, I went home and I had gone to bed. I was just fatigued. I was tired. And I just said, Lord, you know, it's my time. You take me. I'm ready. If not, I said, then send something towards me in my path. I said, because you know I've tried every natural product, every herb. I studied, I researched it. Probably like, I'm sorry, I forget your name. Scott. I mean, I really got into that with studying things, and I took the best of the best. And I says, Lord, just bring something my way. If not, it's time for me to come home. Because I could not go to functions anywhere without the restrooms. So basically, my wife and I, our life came to a standstill. And you know, I was too scared. I was too embarrassed to go to people's houses. We got invited a lot, you know, to places that I kept saying no. You know, I was afraid to say yes because every time I said yes, and that day came, I wasn't able to do it. So, anyways, going to my MS now. What happened with that is my whole right leg, the whole right side started getting. I was dragging my leg. When I had my back operation, I would have like a drop foot. That's when you walk like this. With this, I started dragging it. And I'm like, you know, I didn't really think much of it. I thought it was because of my operations that I had. And I never had a fusion done either. And according to the orthopedic and the neurosurgeon, there was no need for it. That kind of blew my mind because usually after the second operation, they'll do a fusion, it was fine. But I just didn't know what was going on. And all of a sudden, my hand started, I used to have to keep pulling it. I'll get to that in a minute. So I went to go see my physical therapist and do some therapy, and I didn't tell about the MS. I've had MS now for 6 years. So we're doing some exercises. She goes to me, "What's up with your hand?" And I looked at her, "I don't know, what's up with my hand?" So you have a atrophy. I always never pronounce that word. And so before I was able to get these fingers, I was supposed to be able to go through here and touch her with your finger. And she says, "You'll never get that back, the muscle, because it won't regenerate. Your muscles all, it's like eating up, you know." I said, "Well, I don't know what to say." She goes, "Well, you know what?" She goes, "I'm kind of concerned. You probably keep working on your back. I want to make sure you got nothing going on with your neck. So I'm going to have your doctor, or a neurologist, to see what's going on with this. You know, it could be MS, it could be bulging disc, it could be anything that's causing this site not to get circulation, not to get into the nerve." God bless you. So anyways, make a long story short, I went to a neurologist a year ago. They did a test on my brain scan. 6 years ago, they only found one lesion. That was it. And I kind of didn't want to go on the medications because you did a choice of three different types of shots, and each one has very serious side effects to them. And I didn't want to go that route. It started off with the Crohn's. I took a lot of prednisone and whatever, and that kind of ruined my bones for a while. And I lost some teeth too because of that. So, anyways, the doctor got back the results, and she's like, "You've got 12 lesions in your brain. You've got 10 in your brain, 1 in your gland, 1 in your vertebrae." I said, "Okay." I said, "So, wow. That's why you're dragging your leg. That's why you are the way you are. You need to go on either one of the shots or take the pill." I'm like, "No." I asked her, "What is the percentage if I did take one of these things of getting better?" And you told me 32%. And sometimes if I took the one, I believe it's called a PIC line, and once a month you get this injection. It's almost like a chemo type of thing. And I told her, I said, "No." I said, "No, I'm not going to do it." I said, "Whatever happens, happens." But that's all there's to it. I'm not going to take the medications. And besides that, I was also on pain medications. Altogether, I was maybe, I'm not exaggerating, over 30 pills, a day. That's counting the Crohn's, the pain medication, the pre-diabetes, the high blood pressure, the cholesterol. I was just taking just a lot. So anyways, finally, I got introduced to the products. Like Danielle said, I came to a presentation, and I listened to her. I'm like, wow, she sold me out. And then Danielle goes to me, "Listen, they have a testimonial call at 10 o'clock. Go on." So, we're going home. So I went, I don't know if I should. So anyways, I did. And coming to find out, 2 people that gave the testimony had exactly what I had. And there's one lady said that she was bedridden, I believe she said 20 years. And they used to put her in a wheelchair, take her places wherever she couldn't drive a vehicle. She had the same problem they do with Crohn's, constantly going to the restroom. And she goes, "I've been taking all these products, and so now I'm going up and down the stairs, I don't need a wheelchair, I'm not bedridden, I'm living life, I'm driving a car." So I said, all right. Just like I researched the other products, I'm going to enjoy the business, I'm going to do all the products, and we'll see.
You did a $1,000 kit and started the products right away.
I did a $1,000 kit.
And just tell them how all of your changes.
Well, anyways, I gained 22 pounds, all right? The thing I was telling you about here, you see a hole inside there. And now it's starting to flow out. I said, "Do this, it'll still be a hole." So I have to get a hold of my therapist to show us, "You told me this can never happen." So, for the blood pressure, I was always, 175 over, 88, 90. I was always in that range. And now it went down to 135. over 78, and it stays within that range. My cholesterol was at 285, now it stays between 165, 185, so it went down dramatically. My pre-diabetes, I hope I'm saying it right, I think they do an AC1 test every 3 months to check your sugar in your blood. I used to always read 7.8, 8.1, which was a danger zone. After taking these products, it went down to 5.5, and that's where it's staying at. And my blood pressure is normal. Certain things gotten better. There's like so much happening to me. I'm going here behind my head.
Joe has many other things that were happening. He's got some nerve in his leg is starting to react again, and I can't explain that. None of us can. Only God knows what happened there. But it's coming back, and he's had some tests, and he's thrilled that, and I'm thrilled, and that's why when I go to bed at night, I thank God, because this company has changed so many lives that it's very, very, very exciting to see. And that's why so many of us that are here as business owners are so passionate about our company, because we know we are on a mission, and this journey, we are all in it together to get these products out to the world. Freddie, if you could raise your hand. I know, you don't know I'm calling on you. Freddie, I just met Freddie at one of our events, and he and his wife, beautiful wife, they're from Nigeria, and he came up to me after the meeting, and this is just to touch on what you said, Rodney. Somebody brought in somebody who brought in somebody who brought in somebody. It went 5 levels, 6 levels deep. And Freddie shows up at an event at Gino's house. Last Saturday night we had a blast, a bunch of crazy Italians in the house, and it was like over 40 people. It was awesome. And Freddie came up to us after and said, I want to bring these products to the people of Nigeria. He's very passionate, he's very driven. We've already been on the phone with some of our owners. And I'm just proud. That's what this business is. It's networking to find people who get inspired. He's so inspired that we locked arms and we said, whatever we're going to do, we have an 11-month plan to get those products over to Nigeria. That's what we do in Humana. You don't have to have any background. I don't need you to have a PhD. I don't care where you're starting from. I don't care if you're in foreclosure. I certainly don't care if you have a ton of money. If you're passionate, if you're coachable, and if you're ready to lock arms with us, we're ready to lock arms with you. And I'm so very proud. So we're going to wrap. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say one more thing, or else I'll be killed if I don't. With my MS, okay, the weakness in my hand, a lot of times I have a hard time buttoning my shirts or my pants, and even cut my steak. And my wife over here used to do a lot of that for me. So now, like I said, I've been getting back my strength, and I'm able to button my shirts, cut my meats, and
cutting the meat as a male on your own is hugely important. He would be very upset if I have to cut his meat for him. Thank you, Joe. Again, this is what we're all about. So I hope tonight that you guys were excited. There is going to be a brief training for those IBOs who want to stay for an extra 30 minutes. What we're going to do now is break out anyone who wants to join, anyone who wants to sign up. We're going to do that for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to reconvene. We're going to have Maureen come up and a few other trainers, just briefly to do a nice training for those of you who are here tonight. We want to give you the tools and the skills to go home and build your businesses. So thank you. God bless. I'll be